season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, now McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 74 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently. Maybe move it outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air, or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On the give, it's Mason. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They run it with Mason. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Giants' 2-yard line.
Yeah, he'll try to run with this. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
3rd and goal, McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Vikings field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Over the juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Right back to Tracy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Grenard, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
McCarthy operating from the gun. He gets it to Addison. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Addison hauls it in. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Gunnar Olszewski deep for the Giants. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and he hoped to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Giants, first down.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Dart. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And the Giants, first down.
Here's Dart. They'll find Hodgins there complete. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's another Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw is Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Running left is Tracy. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the Giants, first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Jackson Dart punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. The RPO is such a big part of college football, Charles, and it continues to become a bigger part here at the next level, too.
And it also helps have a rookie quarterback who comes out of that college game and is familiar with how to run it. So it works both ways. He knows what he's doing, and now it allows the coaches to call plays to get him comfortable early.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And the defense closes quickly there. And he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Dart going to look to throw here. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Robinson hauling it in outright. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw now, Dart. This one is Slayton over the middle. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd down.
In motion right is Robinson.
47-yard line.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and
Tracy trying the right side. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run,
But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. From the gun, Dart. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Running left, Mason. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Olszewski now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. The New York set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, first and 10. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 2. Here's Tracy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Giants first down.
Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
At the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
In motion comes the tight end left. On the run is Tracy. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard on the
Looking to throw, Dart.
Third and 4.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. And Robinson, the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Throwing, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
A 1-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing his Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
To the air with McCarthy. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. On the return is Olszewski. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now Dart. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And the Giants.
Throwing again is Dart. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To the air, Dart. Robinson's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. To throw, Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket, and when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
The 50-yard line.
Open man, that's Felton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
3 yards. And the Vikings first down.
McCarthy going to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's now 2nd and 10.
The final shot before break. McCarthy, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's another Vikings first down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Murphy's pass.
2nd and 9.
To Justin Jefferson. A gain of a yard. Brings up
On play action, McCarthy. And he whips that one incomplete there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Incomplete. Tyler Newman there defensively.
To the air with McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton.
Murphy's pass.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The New York set to take the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of the offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes the sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3rd and 3.
It's a pickup of 13.
Dart going to look to throw here. And it is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. In motion, Slayton.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Dart.
3rd and 10.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Justin Jefferson. A gain of 24 yards. Fumble on the play.
Mason going to get it on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Giants.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That's a gain of 3.
Third down, here's Tracy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll go play action here with Dart. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Play action. Now Dart. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Vikings offense had J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. McCarthy off the play fake. He's got him in, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
36 yards. And the Vikings first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt.
43-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A solid stiff arm. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Giants first down.
Now Dart. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
12 more yards. That's another Giants first down.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll take this one down near the 15. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 1.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the ground with a tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 4. Running left, Mason. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And the Vikings first down.
On play action, now McCarthy. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's another Vikings first down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Now McCarthy. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is third and 8. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Throwing his dart. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
10 yards. And the Giants first down.
On to give, it's Tracy. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll hand it to Tracy. Stays on his feet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Dart. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Robinson hauling it in outright. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
To throw, Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. A nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. He's got his guys a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball away, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
First down. 1st down and goal to go.
Right back to Tracy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
Complete to number 3, Jordan Addison.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Going for it, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings, first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Minnesota.
Here's McCarthy. He's got Mason complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To the air with McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
First down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
13 yards on the play. That's another Vikings.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Addison holds it in. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. To the air again, McCarthy. That is caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Vikings. The Vikings will line up.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So no shortage of offense.